Prime Minister Narendra Modi to deliver inaugural address at India Global Week 2020. 5,000 global participants from 30 countries to participate in a 3-day-long virtual conference on the theme Be the Revival, India and a Better New World. Prime Minister to interact with NGOs from Varanasi to discuss their experiences and efforts in helping those in need during the lockdown with food and ration distribution as well as other welfare drives. Cabinet led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi takes key decisions. Extension of Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana till the end of November approved. 3 free cylinders to be provided till September under the Ujjwala Yojana. Houses under the PM Awas Yojana to be rented out to migrant workers. Cabinet gives nod to setting up of 1 lakh crore rupee agriculture infrastructure fund. In Jammu and Kashmir, BJP leader Wasim Bari, his brother and father killed by terrorists in Bandipora town of North Kashmir. Police arrest all the 10 PSOs associated with the BJP leader. Prime Minister Modi inquires about the gruesome killing of Wasim Bari, extends condolences to the family of Wasim. Indian Navy completes Operation Samudra Setu successfully. Almost 4,000 Indian citizens back to their homeland by sea as part of the national effort to repatriate Indians from overseas during the COVID-19 pandemic. Specialists from AIIMS to provide guidance on clinical management of COVID-19 to doctors in 17 states via teleconsultations. India's recovery rate increases to 61.53%. Tally of global COVID-19 infections stands at over 1 crore 20 lakhs with 5,48,000 fatalities. China facing criticism for their expansionist policy globally. US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo says China's aggression to its neighbors is widely being perceived as a threat to their sovereignty. Also says world must come together to respond to the increasing revisionist efforts of the Chinese Communist Party. And rain mars much anticipated opening day of the first test between England and West Indies in Southampton. Restricted first day at the Bowl sees hosts finish at 35 for 1 after 17.4 overs of play. Good morning. Welcome to English News. I am Anil Thomas. Now for the stories in detail. Starting first up with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will deliver the inaugural address of India Global Week 2020, a 3-day virtual conference theme Be the Revival, India and a Better New World. India Global Week 2020 will have 5,000 global participants from 30 nations being addressed by 250 global speakers across 75 sessions. Other high-profile speakers participating at the event include Dr. S. Jaishankar, Union External Affairs Minister, Union Minister for Railways Piyush Goyal, Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir G.C. Murmu, religious leaders like Sadhguru and Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, along with UK's Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab and Home Secretary Preeti Patel. US Ambassador to India Ken Juster and other speakers will also be speaking at the virtual event. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also interact with representatives from NGOs based in Varanasi today via video conferencing. During the lockdown, residents of Varanasi and members of the social organizations ensured that food was available for everyone in need. Prime Minister will listen to their experiences during the interaction. During the lockdown, more than 100 organizations in Varanasi distributed almost 20 lakh food packets and 2 lakh dry ration kits through the food cell of the district administration as well as through individual efforts. Apart from food distribution, these organizations were instrumental in distribution of masks and sanitizers to the people. The people who did all these good work have been honored as Corona Warriors. This is done by the district's administration of Varanasi. From extending the scheme for distribution of free food grains to making EPF support for businesses and workers applicable till August, the Union Cabinet approved a slew of schemes to ease the woes of those hit due to the COVID-19 pandemic. We have a comprehensive report. Take a look.
The Union Cabinet, chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, approved several important decisions, including extending the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana for the next 5 months. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had announced the extension of the scheme in his address to the nation on 30th of last month. The scheme will continue for 5 months from July to November. A total of 81 crore people are entitled under the scheme to receive 5 kg of food grain per person and 1 kg of gram every month.
July, अगस्त, सितंबर, अक्टूबर, नवंबर 5 महीने अब ये योजना चालू रहेगी, जिसमें 5 किलो प्रति व्यक्ति 81 करोड़ लोगों को 5 किलो प्रति व्यक्ति मुफ्त अनाज मिलेगा और 5 किलो 5 महीने में पकड़ेंगे तो 5 किलो चना मिलेगा और 25 किलो अनाज मिलेगा। 25 किलो अनाज प्रति व्यक्ति मिलेगा, 5 किलो चना एक परिवार को मिलेगा।
In another major decision, Cabinet has approved extension of time limit for availing the benefits of Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana for Ujjwala beneficiaries by 3 months. This aims to provide a safety net to the poor and vulnerable who had been hit the hardest by the pandemic.
उज्ज्वला के गैस लेने वाली 7 करोड़ 40 लाख महिलाएं हैं। उन 7 लाख 40 करोड़ लोगों को 3 सिलेंडर फ्री देने का ऐलान किया था। तो अब सितंबर के अंत तक ये 3 सिलेंडर जो जून में खत्म होने वाले थे, उसके जगह वो सितंबर तक उसको अवधि बढ़ा दी गई है ताकि उनको मिले। इसके लिए 13,500 करोड़ रुपए खर्च आएगा।
Other key cabinet decisions include an approval for extending the contribution both 12% employee share and 12% employer share under Employees Provident Fund totaling 24% for another 3 months from June to August 2020. This is part of the package announced by the government under Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana and Atmanirbhar Bharat in the light of COVID-19 pandemic. The total estimated expenditure is of rupees 4,860 crore. Over 72 lakh employees in 3.67 lakh establishments will be benefited. It will cover all the establishments having up to 100 employees and 90% of such employees earning less than rupees 15,000 monthly wage. In another decision, an approval for developing of affordable rental housing complexes for urban migrants and poor as a sub-scheme under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban has been granted. Under this, existing vacant government-funded housing complexes will be converted in affordable rental housing complexes through concession agreements for 25 years. Special incentives like use permission, 50% additional FAR, FSI, concessional loan at priority sector lending rate, tax relief at par with affordable housing, etc. will be offered to private public entities to develop affordable rental housing complexes on their own available vacant land for 25 years. An expenditure of rupees 600 crore is estimated in the form of Technology Innovation Grant, which will be released for projects using identified innovative technologies for construction. Approximately 3 lakh beneficiaries will be covered initially under affordable rental housing complexes. A new pan-India central sector scheme, Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, has also got the cabinet nod. The scheme shall provide a medium long-term debt financing facility for investment in viable projects for post-harvest management infrastructure and community farming assets through interest subvention and financial support. Under the scheme, rupees 1 lakh crore will be provided by banks and financial institutions as loans to primary agricultural credit societies, marketing cooperative societies, farmer producers organizations, etc. All loans under this financing facility will have interest subvention of 3% per annum up to a limit of rupees 2 crore.
इस परियोजना में 1 लाख करोड़ के ऋण बैंक, वित्तीय संस्थाएं द्वारा कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी, एफपीओ, एसएचजी, स्टार्टअप, कृषि उद्यमी या राज्य सरकारों के और अन्य एजेंसियां द्वारा प्रायोजित पीपीपी प्रोजेक्ट दिए जाएंगे। इसके लिए ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म बनाए जाएंगे। योजना की अवधि 10 वर्ष होगी। इससे निजी निवेश को निश्चित रूप से प्रोत्साहन मिलेगा।
The cabinet also approved capital investment of rupees 12,450 crore for the 3 public sector general insurance companies, Oriental Insurance Company Limited, National Insurance Company Limited and United India Insurance Company Limited. This includes an investment of rupees 2,500 crore made in the financial year 2019-20. With Shailendra Mishra, DD India.
In North Kashmir, the former Bandipora BJP district president Wasim Bari, along with his father Bashir Ahmed and brother Umair Bashir, were killed by terrorists yesterday at their shop. They were injured critically and shifted to hospital but later succumbed to their injuries. Police and security forces have launched a massive crackdown in the area where suspected militants attacked the BJP district president and his family. Police later arrested all the 10 PSOs associated with Wasim Bari. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inquired about the gruesome killing of Wasim Bari over the telephone. Union Minister Jitendra Singh tweeted that Prime Minister also extended condolences to the family of Wasim. BJP President JP Nadda also condemned the attack. He tweeted, "We lost Sheikh Wasim Bari, his father and brother in Bandipora in Jammu and Kashmir in a cowardly attack on them. This is a huge loss for the party. My deepest condolences are with the family. The entire party stands with the bereaved family. I assure that their sacrifice will not go in vain." Union Minister Prakash Javadekar also condemned the attack. He tweeted, "We strongly condemn the assassination of BJP leader Sheikh Wasim Bari, his father and brother in Bandipora in Jammu and Kashmir. It is an act of cowardice. This fight will continue until terrorism ends." Well, for more on that story, we've got Salman Qazi, a correspondent, tracking that particular story for us. Developments on the story joining us on the phone line. Salman, good morning. Salman, this event happened just outside the Bandipora police station. What's the update there when it comes to the 10 PSOs that have been detained? And is there progress when it comes to, initial progress when it comes to this particular case?
The PSOs that were attached with Wasim Bari and his family for their protection, they've all been taken into custody, and the premise is that they were not present at the place when the shooting took place. So definitely, it's kind of an police are. It gives an indication that police are pursuing this angle that if someone among them might have been involved. And I think what we have some top officials of the Jammu Kashmir police who are right now in Bandipora, and there might be a press conference later on in the day around 10 or 11, and I think we'll be getting a lot more clear picture about what is the progress of investigations of the police. But right now, what police has done, security forces have done, that there was a cordon and search operation that was carried in the vicinity of the attack, and the areas were cordoned off, and that they have also put under custody all the PSOs who were with Wasim Bari, and beyond that, we have not got much on what is
Okay.
if there is any other lead that police are pursuing right now.
Okay.
But I think the press conference and which I'm sure that police would be doing later on would clarify most of the things.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Salman, thank you and appreciate you joining us. We'll have to wait for the press conference there by the Jammu and Kashmir police to get more updates and more clarity on what's happened overnight when it comes to the investigation to the killing of Wasim Bari, his father and his brother. Moving on to rains across the country. Moving first to Assam, the flood situation is considerably improving in the last 24 hours. However, 12 districts are still affected by flood waters. Over 170,000 people now remain affected in more than 340 villages and localities in Assam. One more death was reported yesterday, taking the death toll to 40. According to the Assam State Disaster Management Authority, erosions have damaged many villages of Sadia, Majoli and Bongaigaon district. The IMD has forecast heavy rainfall continuously for the next 2 to 3 days, which may lead to flooding of villages along the river banks in 18 districts of Assam. Moving to West and Gujarat. Gujarat is also experiencing heavy rains for the past few days, causing flood-like situation in Saurashtra region. Dwarka, Jamnagar, Gir Somnath, Porbandar and Rajkot districts are severely affected. Kalyanpur Tehsil in Dwarka has caused waterlogging, leading to losses to farmers. Due to heavy rainfall, out of the 206 dams in Gujarat, 22 dams have been filled, which resulted in 51% water collection. NDRF teams have been deployed in coastal areas for relief and rehabilitation. Till now, there is no loss of life reported. The Met Department has forecast heavy rains for today. Moving to Bihar, during the last 24 hours in Bihar, average to heavy rainfall has occurred at many places, due to which the water level of many rivers is continuously increasing. The Koshi River is flowing above the danger mark as at Supol, Khagaria and Bagalpur. The Kamla River has also crossed the danger mark at 2 places in Madhubani and Darbhanga. Mananda, Bagmati are also flowing above the danger mark. Meanwhile, River Ganga is flowing below the danger mark at Buxar, Patna and Munger. IMD has predicted light to moderate rain for the next 48 hours. In view of this, the Department of Disaster Management and the state government are taking precautionary measures. People are advised to stay at home. For more updates on the rain situation, we are joined by Salman Haider, our correspondent, joining us this morning. Salman, give us a quick update, keep it brief, give us an update on what's the situation there in the state of Bihar, especially when it comes to rain, and also there is a lockdown that's been announced. So give us a brief update on both.
First of all, there is a lockdown announced by this Patna district administration.
Okay.
From 10 to 16. This is the COVID situation because most of the cases in infection, Patna tops the list of infected cases in COVID-19. And on the other hand, if we talk about this flood, as per the state government version, all the embankments in the state are safe as of now, but rivers are in a state either they have adopted rising trend or are steady at present. Met Office has predicted heavy rainfall with thunder strike and cautioned the people to remain as far as possible, remain indoors and don't venture outside. Yeah, Thomas.
Okay, we'll leave it there. You take good care of yourself. We'll come back to you for more updates on that particular story. Well, moving on now, Operation Samudra Setu, which was launched in May as part of the national effort to repatriate Indian citizens from overseas during the COVID-19 pandemic, has culminated after successfully bringing back 3,992 Indian citizens to their homeland by sea. Indian naval ships Jalashwa, Erwat, Shardul and Magar participated in the operation, which lasted over 55 days and involved traversing more than 23,000 kilometers by sea. Indian Navy had previously undertaken similar evacuation operations as part of Operation Sukoon in 2006 in Beirut and Operation Rahat in 2015 in Yemen. A quick look at the recovery rate of COVID-19 that continues to improve steadily in India. Currently, the recovery rate from COVID-19 in India is about 61.53%, with 264,944 cases. That's the number of active cases in India. The positive numbers, 4,56,860, the patients that have been cured or discharged, while the death toll stands at 20,642. Also taking a look at the global update on COVID-19 pandemic, global COVID-19 cases exceed 1 crore 20 lakhs, while over 5,47,000 fatalities are linked to coronavirus have been reported so far. United States continues to be the worst hit with over 30 lakh cases and over 1,32,000 deaths being reported. Due to COVID-19, Brazil has 17,13,000 cases with over 67,964 deaths being reported from the South American nation. In terms of coronavirus death, UK is the third placed with 44,602 fatalities, followed by Italy and Mexico. On to sports, after a 117-day absence, international cricket returned on Wednesday, but rain and bad light restricted the first test between England and West Indies to 17.4 overs of action, and the hosts closed a frustrating day at 35 for the loss of 1 wicket. After all the anticipation, day one of the first of the 3 test matches turned out to be a damp squib. After a rain-delayed start, players from both teams took a knee in support of the global campaign against racial injustice and observed a minute silence to mark the victims of COVID-19 and former West Indies batsman Everton Weekes, who died last week. England won the toss and opted to bat first, but soon lost Tom Sibley for naught after he left a Shannon Gabriel delivery which cut back to clip his off stump. Well, that's all we have in this edition of news. Thanks for watching, but do not forget to maintain social distancing while you are at your places of work and also within your society. Take care. Bye.